that's defending themselves. So this is very interesting. I'd love to see people. I'm not encouraging people to do this, but this is what I want to see. I want to see instigation. I want to see people fanning the flames of this fire vigorously, because it would be funny. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Check out the Patreon, and yeah, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Thank you guys.
Anonymous just tipped $5. You know, Dean wanted to yell for production.
You've been on the fence.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
Scavenger contact here.
Battle Royale.
That's some rich shit.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there.
I put that on my leg or something. What place we think this is?
We need some space to the gang of fucking feature and shit.
He did all my but it's on the other side. I'll show you.
Supply box is located. Move to secure.
They can do everything.
Targets are up. Go take them down.
What? One docs?
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Oh, that's fire. When you did this, man? Oh, that was 2 years ago? Oh, I have zero color? Oh. He got his own shop, up not too far from here. Nice big old warehouse with a bunch of. Give me the I like that one. How long that one took?
It was like, it was probably like 2 hours. I was thinking and he's funny though, that nigga was
Enemies dropping into the AO.
UAV available for tasking.
How the fuck you slept through that? Well, it ain't big at all. Cause how long would that take, Brian? Like what? Hour? 2 hours?
2 hours, about 2 hours.
Well, yeah, I made him stop. He didn't finish.
No fuel. UAV RTB.
Oh, show the chat. They can't see. Someone saying, let me see.
advised, there's an enemy squad gunning for you.
That's on production. Production put it in the title. What's on the list? Did Nadeem I tell you what's up already? Hold on. No, it's okay. Never mind. Who was it? Who won? Titiana Reyes. Congratulations on your $1,000. You're getting the motherfucking merch. W motherfucking blabber. W's in the chat, man. Never mind, gang. Yeah. What? What's it? What?
FS 16 rounds.
We're so happy you're here with us, Mom. Jesus is so good. I've been working with Mr. Jerome for 10 years.
No kill.
100%. Nice. Do it. That's awesome. Let's also do. Let's also renovate the bathroom ASAP. Well, let's do it. We already got all the equipment, like so let's do it. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Or should I ask Chad? Hey Chad, do y'all think we got the contract for this warehouse? Do y'all think we should keep it for 2 years or what? I mean for a year, my bad. Or should we get some bigger shit? What they saying?
Oh, they don't care. They said yes, 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 no, yes, not here, yes, yes.
Ooh, hold on, what that is, cuz? Yeah.
Want to wait for the wine for this part?
Nah, that's cool. You got my text though? Put it in the chat.
I advise you not to.
No.
You know?
Barack Obama just took $5. Don't fight like you voted for something.
I told you not to.
Doodlebot just took $5. The only boxing AV is doing at the moment is unboxing popsicles.
Want to eat real quick, bro?
He was letting down the world.
Finish this. Yeah. Gotta get this shit out the way, man. Get the hard part out the way, that way niggas can just cruise.
It's not even gonna come on time.
Come ASAP. It should come ASAP. Cole said yes, buy it, make it a gym. I mean, we kind of did make it a gym.
Feel like it was killing forever.
Who the fuck saying we standing here for a year, nigga? I said should we extend it for a year by keeping it for a year?
You trying to buy the spot or what?
Like a crib?
No, buy this.
Oh yeah, yeah. We just renovated. The windows and shit. The bathroom.
Do you want a Red Bull?
Might have a baby. You got a baby, does want to get a job. My son. Oh, that's bullshit out the window. You can need it, granddaddy.
Oh, that's why Kevin's so MIA. He's going through it, bitch.
What you say? What you say, gang? Feed me, please. I'm getting them tattoos. Please feed me. Fuck out of here.
Hater, cut. What's that? Apple juice at?
they ain't been giving them nothing like it. Sometimes it's good, most of the time.
A monster point containing enemy
And
intel.
Let me know where you at.
Squad made it to the space. Squad made it
All that. That's why I ain't been playing with it. Been fucked up about 6. Everybody quitting now, man. I be quitting too, shit. I quit like a mother. Yeah. Quit. They don't let me quit that goddamn.
Nah, don't hang up. Who the fuck you be feeling like, bro? Like, the shit was your, the shit that I said on stream that day, I did not know that shit. We can fight. We can fight. I don't give a fuck. You trying to heck? Why you do that shit with AB though? When AB pouring shit all around the house, why you do that? Fix it too fast, nigga. Fix it too fast.
Energy drinks?
Blue energy.
Nah, I ain't got it.
RC available.
Hey, chat. I'm finna kill GT and Pool. He think it's a game.
Right.
What's going on with it, guys?
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
started wilding out.
Who, you?
No, I just started like doing my own thing, and he was eating now. I'm sure he did.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
What's the point of it?
Yeah. Well,
What she said?
oh. But
Yeah, I'm getting
before, I mean, that's
good.
before.
I was just about to say why they dropped that shit, man. They knew I ain't want this damn shit. I want that.
Oh, shit.
Game smart. You ain't want that. I gotta get this. Arts. My gun here good. My arts devil.
What's up? I think it's
yeah.
Popeyes.
Good, yellow. Come get it.
Yes.
Don't pick up that one there. That one's sorry. This one. This one, you ain't gonna miss. That's my opening. I made fucking say, gee.
Who y'all think I get it from?
He ain't missed a shot. It was all headshot. Great
Hey,
way you
GT.
point that. It's gonna go to the left, right, up and down. That bitch is straight. The longer you hold that damn trigger, the straighter the bullets go. It's crazy. I gotta use this regular ass shit.
Another squad is outside the safe zone.
Good to see you. How's Tracy? I remember you two were very much in love and had your whole lives ahead of you. Yes, we were. Then. Tracy! Tracy! Ah, shit, that's bad. Yes, she died very violently, sir. After some time passed, I was engaged to a very special...
Don't show it yet, cuz. Don't show it yet. My break.
Alright.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
He's recording.
Let's give the call does. So like what we talking about? I'm about to beat you like that. All right. Yeah. All right. 15 inside. Look at the table leaning like crazy. Right there in the corner. Okay. Okay. Oh, now you're right. She's still rolling. You ain't got no options out there. I don't know what you talking about. I got options. Show me something. Exactly. It don't work. But who ain't got no options? Oh, he tripping. The table was ugly. And it's later. I'm going to put it down up there. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Now we got options, GT. They're running all over here. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. I'm breaking this up. Go ahead. I ain't breaking up. Man. Down there. Okay. He might have got it. Table lean, I gotta hit it a little harder.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
I just don't like it.
Fire station price.
I just don't like this like that.
Authorizing UAV mission.
GT, you like I'm solid. Great. Alright. Chat.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Give me that Bluetooth right there. Scratch over there. Nah, that ain't what we doing. That ain't what we doing. Well, it went in too, but that was not the win. That was up. Okay. Oh.
Enemy UAV online.
Hey. Damn it. Okay, alright. Crazy. You say that for you. So long enough. Nah, that ain't gonna work. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you ain't got no choices up there. You just gotta. I got a choice. There. I'm tough. I tried, so I ain't gonna use it on you. I got solid, right? Yeah, I got solid. You got.
They buy her dumb ass back, she goes somewhere else. They trying to catch up to her, but I catch up to her ass first and kill her here, goddamn time. Kill me whole 3 times. I ain't good.
Win. Yeah. Because the table messed up. Nah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the table. What do you say, combination? Wow. So that's ball in here for sure, huh? That's game time, too. No. If he missed, though, if he missed, it might be great.
Off your motherfucking ass. Off with his head, nigga. Fuck you thought this was, boy. You been following me the whole match.
Table gonna save you. They just said
and you fucking friend.
But the table gonna save you, dog.
Drown.
What? The table gonna save you.
Don't even get out. Drown,
oh, you ain't got a shot, though? Oh, yes, you do. Ball rolls, ball still rolls. This combinations.
Bam, bitch.
That's cool. Off the rim.
Y'all dad miss and Drown. Nigga, gas boy. Fuck.
And it almost did.
RCXD ready.
It almost did, too.
Nigga, dad, they miss and Drown. Get y'all
now off the rim.
And on the rounds and fights. See y'all movie trapping, killing y'all.
It was terrible. What? Like the ball got lined up the ball, Hey, you might have game.
Enemy precision airstrike.
Game now.
Authorizing UAV mission.
Oh, like what? Oh, man. That's crazy. That's might be in trouble, That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. That's sad. There you go. Yes, on the wall, baby. Table land. Oh, we're gonna go to a perfect play. Good game. That's it. Get ready to rack.
Straight, right?
No one behind.
Don't just be playing in those games.
Chat, y'all, I gotta show y'all what it's looking like. I'll show y'all like the next like 10, 15 minutes. Should look good. Should look good, y'all. Did we show them before or no? What it looks like? No? They can't see it. Okay, no. Just put it in a cup.
Burn that good shit, man. What you mean? We regroup, what? Oh shit. I'm in hornets nest.
Man, y'all still on that shit, bro? Shut the fuck up, man. Dumbass shit. Y'all annoying with that, bro. About to spawn. Spawn happened 5 hours ago. Move on, gang.
You got a fight down here, bro. This one?
Nah, UFC fighter came to spar with our homies. And they just on dick.
They just on the day.
He said fly us out to shut us up. I bet. Send your itinerary, gang. Send your first, last name, email, and your what airport you want to fly out of? Get your ass out of, nigga.
You've made it to the top 10.
LAX, I bet.
Oh, yellow, you down too loud, man. Oh, your padre. Nigga, what happened, man? Nigga, what happened? Why you let him kill us, nigga?
Hey, gang.
Oh, no.
Yo, get this fly, cuz. Kill this bitch ass nigga.
How you just able to shoot? But where I was popping his ass. You saw the nigga screen jump?
Gilbert, you want to get up and straight out? You Spider-Man. See that shit?
Body sensitive, dude. Caught that nigga.
Or Axel,
I think I hear my car.
What's your car? Can they see? Look, chat. Look at the detail on that shit, bruh. Fire! Makes it good?
I saw that.
She gonna look fire.
Y'all know I'm sorry, man. I was so fast.
She gonna look fire.
Couldn't get to it.
It's the electrolytes.
Bitch ass nigga.
She put extra salt on my electrolytes.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah. What's that? The sniper somewhere, Pete. Get out of there. Ah. They'll keep behind you, sniper. Regular business. Run all you want. That bitch will flip your ass. Look out. Put sniper on that damn thing. I saw it there. This the sniper that was killed. Them niggas wasn't doing shit. It was the sniper that was killing them. Sniper was picking our ass out. He had a good spot. I ain't know where the fuck he was. That's all I'm thinking we did on that damn phone.
Walk them down.
So now I'm seeing all the cheaters on the other board that I like. Everybody playing. This board playing fucking Dragon. All the cheaters on the other.
He just dropping it.
But that shit cheating like a mother.
He's dropping.
I see it. They on this board.
He's dropping, y'all.
I don't even know how to say that shit. I ain't ever heard nobody say the name of this damn board. What it's called? Bad Nest. But what is
all right, let me do it.
Her dancing. Her dance cheating. And now I see why. You see, can y'all hear who on my team? If y'all can hear who on my team, y'all understand why this boy is full of cheating. This motherfucker cheating like a fucker. All the adults playing the other boy out here. See, I like this board. Why they won't let me switch this shit? So, it's gonna make us use it, and I'm using it now.
So this what the kids like? Out in the streets, bro?
Sold off on the record, and he do have number one song in it. Then he got sing about.
That's what it takes for niggas to go back nowadays? A dance? Man, anybody can take a dance.
Man, you look crazy. You ain't gotta make up no bed just because he got
He out now.
I mean, but those steps is good too.
He's strong for you. Not strong.
Chill on the couch, nigga. Chill.
How you know he's there?
Oh, see, he ain't even call her. Tell her doofus. Goof ass.
I was like, no. He pissed and Bernie. I was like, no.
Yo, who? Oh.
Standing by.
I opened up specialist teammates.
You guys usually have anybody pull up, or is it like you guys
Nah,
got
they be calling me people. Well, I got my consistent, bro. Like back, you know, back at home.
Yeah, I feel it.
Preload our teammate.
Fuck yeah.
They're gonna sound like you, though.
Man, what?
Bullshit. And that retarded dance, man. See, that's what you get when you let 13-year-olds rap. How old is that nigga?
I think 15 years out.
Hey, Sergeant Gunner, I got an idea. Why don't you take your mama's motherfucking titty out your mouth so you can rap?
Yeah.
The Magnificent CD dropping next week. Sounds can say we ain't sold shit. Magnificent is all fucking.
Hot.
I'm talking about Facebook niggas as well as
Put it in his chat.
If y'all ain't buying the CD, don't fucking holler at me online. No friend request, nothing. Y'all send me stupid fucking messages all day, but won't pay for my damn song? I hate y'all.
That's AB, cuz.
Butt cheeks. Nigga, who gives a fuck? This is a song about butt cheeks. Why am I getting no spit? No.
Let me see that. Let me see that phone.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, little man. Everything's cool. Just time to make some bigger moves, that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
I seen that video come on the house. You know, I don't find the TV and stuff, right? Yeah. I got him there. I work on check. See, look at it.
What the fuck do I need 7 copies of my own CD for, man? Come
Now, man, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't think I can keep supporting us off my Wendy's check.
Oh, here we go. What you trying to say, man? Huh? How long did I tell you, nigga? How long did I get this? This motherfucker that you live in? See how niggas get? See how niggas get?
So I did the math, and that means I have to work like 82 hours a day. So I went in, asked the manager for some overtime, and he said he couldn't do it because it's a good company policy. You just started here. Who do you think you are? Be lucky with the hours that you get. Cindy pregnant and she has to work. And I was like, so I got to figure that maybe I can work 2 jobs at the same time. So I was like, maybe I could be on the phone.
This might be a bad time, but Sergeant Bennett is supposed to respond to you on YouTube.
Hey, first off, I want to say that I'm a huge fan of Thug Nipsey. I grew up listening to Thug Nipsey. Matter of fact, I didn't even go ahead as far as say that I love this nigga, no homo. He was one of the real niggas that made me want to do this shit. But fuck this old ass nigga, man. What's wrong with you? You a grown ass man. You telling a 15-year-old to eat a dick? I know your mother raised you better than that, dog. Matter of fact, I don't know if you're aware, but your son is a very good thing about your brain.
Back, you bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga don't want to shoot at that. Bitch ass nigga crazy.
Yeah, blend this in just real right.
Yeah.
That's a cheat, nigga. Nah. I saw how my gun was aiming. The shit was making me miss. That nigga cheating, Gene. Yeah, watch his dumb ass.
Chat wanna see you.
What?
Chat wanna see you.
Chat wanna see me. Let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. So I can read them.
That wasn't him, Pink.
So I can talk to
That
him.
was a bot right there.
You heard me?
That cheating nigga still in here.
Cause mine ain't gonna load. You heard me, gang?
Hmm?
I said, let me see your phone and read them. Yeah. My phone ain't gonna load. Hold on.
There's cheating ass go. This nigga cheating so bad, his dumb ass ain't even realize I was shooting.
Oh shit. How you gonna give me that put over there and take it back? That's crazy.
Nah, you can have it to sleep. I just need to.
Yeah, see, I don't be missing like that. That nigga was
Nah, you
running, that
good.
nigga
I'm
was
just talking
cheating like a
shit.
motherfucker.
No, it's
Chat,
Keep
y'all
my distance
fried,
from them
fuck with
cheaters.
y'all
That
stupid
shit
ass,
don't
man.
affect
Y'all
at a
stupid.
distance.
Motherfucking trolls, dog. Y'all is stupid as fuck, gang. Here.
Squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
He ain't even feel a damn goddamn bullet I put in his ass. Because if I was at a distance where that shit, when you shoot him, it would have been my fucking bullets killing him. It wouldn't have been his bullet. I would have been killing myself shooting at his ass close. Niggas think I don't know what that shit is, but they got. I know what that shit is.
Just take what you're putting on and try it.
Squad mate lost the fight. They're RTBers.
I'm trying to find one.
That nigga just running around. He ain't shooting at nobody. He just running.
Wow. Nobody's in production? It's crazy. Yo, are there any towels?
You want to line up Mustache Street?
Yeah.
Y'all saw how I did that cheat, motherfucker? I kept my distance from his ass.
What's up with it, brother?
His ass nigga shit couldn't work. He ain't even fucking realize he was getting shot. He cheated so damn
Where they at? Let me see.
Oh man, hey, it's finna go. It's finna go.
What y'all doing? Huh? Where's Sear?
That nigga ain't even have a loadout in
A serious
so
sleep?
damn fast. That's how I know that nigga was cheating, bro. How you ain't got no
Where Lay at?
loadout doing all that damn speed running? Fuck you got going on?
What's up, Lay?
He got cronies in the
doing?
damn game. Nigga, this is cash. Take your ass out the ring. Doing all that shit.
Why y'all lose? Why y'all ain't lose? What?
My friend said that they're a big fan of me.
Y'all want to buy y'all something to eat?
We're not in California.
So what? I have it sent to wherever y'all at.
Okay.
Where your mama at?
Didn't I call y'all? This boy
Who there?
cheating. Bunch of fucking kids and assholes playing it now.
Just us, me and Lee.
They done got tired of the other boy and they done came
I
back.
can't see
They
y'all
was
no
on the
food,
other
man.
boy for months. Been
Yeah, I would
about 2 months they've been on the other
I would
boy.
have to
All
yeah,
of a sudden
y'all
this
can't
week
open that
here,
up.
they been back. Back like cooked crack, but they been back opening like this.
Yeah. Oh, you got an orange belt now? You gotta keep working your way up till you can get a black belt. It's the biggest towel they got. Yeah.
That's the one they gave me.
Go tell him I need a towel.
Like the shower?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? This is not a towel.
I know. I told them that. Yeah, I'm moving away.
Steve, I'm really sorry, man.
It's a joke.
And I walk my goddamn Hey, no, stop! This is Steve. I hope it doesn't affect my ears. Tell him to say it. But we not okay. He's washed up.
Change. That ain't the code. They changed. That's the only code I know for Shane.
I'm sure you get back.
You wearing this out there? Make sure I shit back on. Hey, no, but I gotta get Amir, Asir, Ali, and a layup. Right here.
I got you. All four?
Yeah.
Back to back?
Huh?
Back to back like
Yeah.
You got a design idea?
Huh?
You got a design idea?
We can make a design idea. Yeah, freehand some shit.
That's what it is.
We got like 2 special guests, and I would think we just got talent, people that are comedians. Kind of like putting people on type shit. Most comedians, action comedians are usually booked up, you know. But, yo, did we figure out who's coming, the guests or the comedians? Is it like just people that have been put on type shit? Oh, yeah? Are they comedians? Did we do background checks like on their Instagram and shit? See if they actually. Who did it? Who did it?
possible? Oh, okay. Yeah, please. All right.
Oh, Z, what talent we got tonight? Comedians.
We got girls, guys. We got mixed ratio.
Are they actual comedians though?
Yeah, we got mixed. We got some experienced and amateur. To mix up the vibe and shit like that.
But look at the haircut. I want to see.
Pretty good.
Emily fucking Jalen Brown and Celtics, they fucking did that trade. That shit was
that's
insane,
a
bro.
terrible trade.
That fucking trade was stupid. Look down at that. Show him the other side. Show him the other side. Show him the other side, dog. Stop playing with him.
Let me see gang. Let me see gang. Oh, it's pretty crispy.
Oh, is that done? Okay. I was just looking over the line. Okay.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
I want to go next too.
Got you, dog. Whoever needs it, I got it.
Yeah, bro. I would.
For real?
Yeah, heard them chat. They going off. Like your dad?
That nigga ran in the gas. He ain't even want to see me.
Cut it all off, gang.
Cut it all off?
See what Chad says. I think you should just cut it all off.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't cutting it all off. I ain't going skinhead. I ain't going skinhead.
I'm gonna go skinhead too.
You ain't trying to go skinhead.
Yeah.
But Bang is doing it too. After us. So we're all doing it. Yeah.
So he's Bang cutting off his hair too?
Yeah. COB new hairstyle. We all gotta like, Yeah. Do that. You should cut it all the way.
Alright, y'all. I don't know.
Do it. Yeah, you should.
If I should cut it all the way, ill if I should. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't think I'm doing it. I don't think I'm cutting it all the way. I don't want waves.
I guarded that other
I don't want
juggernaut.
waves.
Come get it, nigga. Don't kill me for that motherfucker. Come on. Yeah, bitch ass nigga.
Y'all, I don't want waves. And he done, y'all. These bitches took me 3 years to grow. God.
They want to play with me again. They some kids. They muted me and want to play with me again. Now get y'all ass. Fuck y'all think this is
Last time I cut my hair, I was 13. Like cut it to the point where I'm just gonna be like this. Nah, don't do it. Cut it. Whatever is dirty, cut it. Make them seasick. Hey, cuz y'all tripping.
Light skin, that's my favorite.
You want long hair like a bad bitch, man? Fuck you. Cut them. Detox them, don't cut it. No.
I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it for sure. I ain't getting fucking retweeting, gang. I'm cutting it. Hey, Matt. They finna go. They finna go.
Oh, you gonna cut them off?
Oh,
hell yeah. Transformation today. Let's get it.
Look, bro. Hey, I'm cutting them. It's time. It's time, bro. W's in the chat, y'all.
Oh, I have the spa day tomorrow. Let's do, cause you know tomorrow I'm also getting we also dine our hair.
Last one. This is the last one. $2,500 winner.
That's $2,500 winner. I bet. All right. When does it go off? Bro, just pull up, bro. We got the comedy show. Just slide, bro.
Bend it on the top.
Hey, Dubs in the motherfucking chat, the motherfucking Jamal. Not only you ain't win 1,000, bitch, you ain't win 2,000, you won 2,500. Dubs in the chat. Dubs in the chat for buying the merch. Appreciate you supporting and buying the merch on the motherfucking Blabber. You dig? CLB merch, bitch. Limited edition. Shout out to everybody that got the motherfucking merch. That was the last person to receive the merch. They believe it was 2,500. Which is the last person we gave away. A lot of money today. Anyways, I love y'all.
So he's saying Krishan hacked him. He said,
hilarious.
y'all know damn well I ain't post none of that LOL, but as you can see what's making Krishan hurt by the post she took down. So this is Instagram page posted my son with Krishan and his son.
This nigga's a demon.
And he pretty much said Krishan hacked him, took down the maternity post from his new girl, Nevaeh, and then she posted this in response. So he's saying he got hacked.
I
feel like if Blueface did that, he would have said I did it.
Yep, he got hacked.
He got hacked, right, Ricky?
110%. Hey, he already beat these allegations.
He said it.
Bro,
He already got hacked, right? He the person that who they talking about.
Yeah,
so
so
like
it
he
must
said it, then you know what I'm saying?
He's a credible source.
Yeah, who's the credible source on this, man?
No, I for sure feel like he's just open and honest about everything. Why would he lie? He has no.
Nah, I think in the past I've heard, say Moose. I heard Blueface kind of mimic Lil here and there, saying that might be his baby. Then he's like, it seemed like at a point once him and Krishan was officially done, is when he started to take that hard stance of like, this is 1,000% not my baby.
Well, didn't he take the DNA test?
Like no, I feel like he been jumping out the gate
He
with that
swapped
type
the
of
baby.
energy. Huh? I feel like from the jump, he jumped out the gate like
nah.
He has flip flopped a couple times, but most of the time he's been on the fucking
that's, I'm with her.
Yeah.
Like okay, she had the baby. Like she had the baby. It's like, this is my baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what Pooh said, when they coo, that's his kid. When they coo, that's his kid. When they beefing, that's not my kid.
That ain't my kid, gang.
I feel like he gave her the benefit of the doubt more of like, we been together, like, this bitch for sure ain't cheating on me. You know how niggas think they got cheating?
No, for sure.
I think he actually,
you see how he is with all these
I'm saying this. I think he knew the whole time that wasn't his kid.
He's just playing the game.
Early days, I done seen some videos where he like low-key looking at the kid like,
listen, gang.
oh no.
Listen, this said that shit himself before. He said in a post, literally, like damn near verbatim, like, I always knew this wasn't my kid. I'm just a good person and I'm a good father. So when I got other kids around me, especially, I'm not going to just
ignore
him. These kids, you feel me? I'm going to take care of them, but this is not my kid.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he ever thought that this was his kid.
There's been a couple times
doing the content. I think he was just doing the content.
He said that shit. You feel me?
I was getting she couldn't have been cheating mama shit, maybe. She mother.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, like I'm not
And then
about
when
to
you
buy McDonald's
beefing-
for my kid
Yeah.
and then leave the other kids on.
yo, listen,
Get them all Happy Meals.
To
You
be
know?
honest, right? I don't think bro got hacked because I think personally, I think this shit is. I'm gonna tell niggas what I think this shit is. Nigga ain't getting hacked.
Secondary source. What's
Bro, that's
up?
what it is. I think, bro, low key, just kind of using this to kind of get back at Jaden, bro.
Oh, because he's beefing with the original BM.
Nah, he already started a new drama with her. I don't think that's
but
not.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how more could you sting your baby mother who don't care about you other than saying I had a kid with another bitch?
The get back was when he got out of jail and then go to that and made a whole nother life.
Whole new family.
That's
because
the
she was still coming around.
Bro, I don't
Yeah,
even
you
She
can come
didn't give a fuck
around.
about that shit,
No,
bro.
you can come around.
For that
She didn't give a
pay.
fuck about
This
that
shit just ain't the
Bro,
same
that
as
shit,
it was.
that just happened with her in the manager dude gang.
Yeah.
That cut everything between them.
But like
that was the end all be all between
He said
them,
he
bro.
been knew
You
about
feel
that,
me?
though.
Like,
He said he
I
been
ain't
knew
gonna
about
listen,
that.
listen,
Look, as
niggas
a-
always gonna say that, bro.
No, but look,
You
as
feel
a
me?
nigga-
Like, that's what you supposed to say.
As a that's still one of my little. But that should never be the same.
Yeah.
What you saying? What you saying?
It's just a
We
different
locked in,
vibe now.
but
Different
like,
vibe.
It ain't the same as it was. Like
And then Jada, you
I
said-
with you, like,
Hell
but like,
yeah.
but like how
You my
how it
baby
was
mother.
before I went to
can't,
jail. Yeah, that ain't that
But that's
no
what
more.
I'm trying to say. What other way? The even said like he said, okay, when he seen the video, he said, all right, welcome to the circus.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What you
like,
about to say, Hudson?
Niggas saying, all right, welcome to the circus, gang. You feel me? Like, all right, now I'm really about to show my ass because I might have been being modest with your ass.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, now I'm about to really show
You're
my
gonna start
ass. You feel
wilding
me?
now,
Because
yeah.
Because, bro, everybody even say, like, the one chick that it seemed like Blueface, like, really was into it with, for real, was Jaden, gang.
That's the one he thought nobody was hit. Nigga,
Yeah, that was the bottom. The bottom bitch for sure, holding it
You
down.
think that Jaden and Blueface were gonna sail off into the sunset?
No, but that was his bottom. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
the first one he met.
she was holding it down.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm just saying, like, the kind of pushing back against Pooh. Like, I don't think he really even cares that much to be getting at his BM like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the whole Nevaeh situation was just,
bro.
The whole him
Niggas
getting
care,
this
but
chick
like niggas
pregnant,
ain't gonna like show that.
I ain't gonna say every single gonna care, but most is gonna care if a video of your baby mother who was your essentially, like Moose saying, like your bottom, basically. You feel me? This is the one that nobody really could touch, really. She off access. She with
You
girls.
can't think that though.
She
But
with
he-
girls.
he
You
did-
feel me?
he
in the ideal world.
In the
Ideal world, yeah. In the ideal world.
With girls,
Nobody
so-
believes
I
that.
nothing hurts.
Yeah, I was like,
nothing
what?
is
Hold on.
gonna
I
hurt.
get what you
Bro,
said.
nothing is gonna hurt more than a video coming out seeing that woman that I'm speaking of doing what she was doing. Yeah?
Baby, my heart is burning, but it don't burn with love. But I got Zeggery. I'm gonna stop that heartburn before it starts.
Zegrid combines 2 ingredients to block acid that causes heartburn for 24 hours. Zegrid, feel the difference.
There's a beach in Northeast Florida that stretches more than 42 miles and over 450 years, where the past and present come together in a celebration of art, culture, nature, and community. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, and the beaches. Welcome to the new world.
Oh, there was a video out?
If she's
Yeah,
fucking with girls, she's
Wow.
just
She
fucked
fucking.
Blueface
You
ex-manager.
can't think that she's just limiting herself.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not saying. I'm
she
not.
out here-
What?
Yo,
What?
Yo, Steven, you Jada? Hold on.
What he said, I ain't hear that.
No.
that shit ain't hit my
I
I seen the topics, but like I ain't.
I seen Ari sucking something on Twitter today.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like me seeing Blueface really link back up with Krishan, it just really made me say that shit must be fire.
No,
No, he's an opportunist, I think.
That
He
shit
opportunist.
must be
Niggas-
fire.
Don't give a bro. That link up didn't mean nothing to him.
No.
But that could have triggered something in her.
She
head.
back in
No,
love.
I'm
yeah.
not saying that he has feelings for it and stuff. I'm just saying like that one, that little box,
That little shit was right there. That shit was ready to
That
go.
little
I'm telling you.
He said he hit it.
I'm telling you
He said
that
he hit it.
it must be. I'm just saying it must be different.
But why though?
It must be different.
Nigga, if you gonna bring it back, bro, if it, like, all right, so look, if you
you could tell, bro was like he was like he was locked in with
reminiscing back on old times.
I think it's more that he's at his peak with Krishan. He's at his peak entertainment with Krishan. I think that's more than the coochie good. Is that clout is good with Krishan? That's what the sparkle in his eye is. We about to get a bag.
It might be
not that little.
It might be a big.
Not that little Baltimore coochie's hitting like that. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Ricky, you trying to see what that little shit talking about, nigga? No,
be more.
Listen,
you trying to see what that little shit talking about?
Bro, listen to me, bro.
Conjugal visit. Ricky visiting her prison.
On everything, bro. We done heard the crazy about Krishan and her box and its supposed problems and all of that.
Ricky Jr.
We done heard about her box.
What?
He's been documenting her box.
Maybe I've been around Jess West too much, but Jess West she'll tell you how it is. She'll tell you what she's seen. And I'm like, I know Blueface must know some of it, so either it's lies or that shit is just so fire, it just makes him just overlook everything.
Nah, bro, I think
just everything.
Bro,
Bitch done hit him in the head with a bottle, all sorts of, and I get the clout, I get it, it's the content, it's the good content, but I'm just saying, like, we all got that one where it's like, I know this is bad for me, but I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
But if she also makes me go viral, I'm gonna be more likely than if it's just the coochie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it's the dynamic duo, I get it.
I'm more like.
You not even pulling up to link up,
but I'm saying like if I have the brain set of like that bitch is for other people who can have that same brain set.
Oh yeah, no for sure.
But you putting that other brain set on somebody just
like you just back.
Love. Like, yeah, you're for sure this person.
Love. I'm not saying he's in love and care about her and all that. I'm just saying. I said, bro, that must be fire.
Bro, do you see how? Look, bro, you see how he move? He not thinking about whatever you got going on in your head. I don't think he's thinking that.
And all the seem to understand that because they
they know he own that.
That's why I'm like, that's why I look at it like I'm Blueface. I'm hitting anything that I want to, whatever. Got a bad DM, all this other. Why am I linking up with my Dusty Musty ex?
What you mean?
She was right there.
Because it's viral. We viral. I think if anything, we're reminiscing on the virality of
the bag.
They did have sex together. Like,
so y'all saying her box trash?
Oh, I love this one.
It's trash. I just don't think it's. I didn't hear nothing to be like.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Good. You feel me? I think I
only
believe,
somebody who hit can say that.
I believe Brittany Renner shit is more fire than hers before that. You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out to Brittany Renner. I would never smut your name, Brittany Renner.
Celebrate your independence from high prices during the Lower Your Payment sales event at Toyota of Melbourne. Lower your payment all the way down to 0% financing on new Tacomas and Tundras. Plus, get low payments of just $229 a month on new 2026 Camrys or low $199 a month on new 26 Corolla. Get ready to watch your payments get low when you visit Toyota of Melbourne today, US 1 between the causeways.
Working hard to earn your business.
You do not want none of this. She feared no evil because the Three Little Pigs was not around. I'm a real thug. I'm an OG MADEA.
I was too late. Get his wallet. You. Shave him.
Kill. 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 Kill.
He's cute. Can we keep him? Please, can we keep him, please?
Sure, why not?
Kill. Kill. Kill.
Well, I gotta run to dinner. You guys have fun. I'll be gone just long enough for something to happen. If anything does, don't use the phone. Because I just cut the line. Later, haters.
Okay. We'll be very safe.
Hey, let's put him on the shelf.
Ain't no way he'd get down from there.
There you go. We'll put him up on the shelf. Oh, man. There's a storm brewing. I hope the power doesn't go out. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, the power went out. Oh, there we go.
Miwa!
But how?
I took him down. I wanted to arrange him better, next to my ceramic knickknacks and personal collectibles.
Make it look good. I'm gonna go lock all these windows, except this one. This one I'm gonna unlock for some reason.
Have you seen my collectible axe? Oh, there it is. Hey, that looks great on you.
Kill.
Oh, you have another gift for me?
They look like human fingers.
Well, I'm gonna stand them up around you, dummy.
Neat.
Just like they're little trophies to you. Yeah, let's hit the sack.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat.
Oh, wait. I left the scissors out.
I'll leave them out. We'll put them up in the morning.
All right. Hey, you up for me reading a little bit of that book to you?
No, please don't read that book. I lose control of my bowels.
Kill.
Somebody pass the syrup.
Kill.
You know, Mickey Rooney looked fantastic for his age.
Kill.
Applebee's 2 for $25. Get 1 full-size appetizer and 2 entrees, like our new bacon cheeseburger wonton tacos appetizer. Seasoned beef, melty cheese, and bacon all wrapped in a wonton shell. Only at Applebee's.
Kill.
What's everybody doing today?
Today we will be going through 15 horrifying caving stories that went horribly wrong, previously covered on our channel. In this marathon, each story is not just terrifying, but also highlights that caving requires careful planning and attention to detail, as even the slightest oversight can turn a thrilling adventure into a tragic nightmare. As always, viewer discretion is advised. This story takes place on March 31st, 2012. Weeki Wachee Springs, Florida, is known for its crystal clear waters and vast underwater cave systems, attracting divers from around the world. Among them was 29-year-old Marcin Kay, a skilled and experienced cave diver who had made countless dives into this breathtaking yet treacherous environment. That day, he was diving with the Karst Underwater Research KUR team, a group dedicated to exploring and mapping underwater caves. The team's plan was routine: a series of controlled dives to document passages and ensure the safety of divers navigating these challenging environments. Marcin, confident in his abilities and familiar with the caves, was performing his final dive of the day. He was meticulous in his preparation, double-checking his tanks, equipment, and dive line before descending into the labyrinth below. The dive began smoothly. Marcin and his team followed the guideline, a crucial tether that ensures divers can retrace their steps in the often disorienting maze of underwater caves. They moved in unison, their lights cutting through the dark, silent depths as they documented the cave's features. At depths exceeding 100 feet, the risks were ever present. The slightest mistake could prove fatal. Divers are trained to keep a steady pace to avoid nitrogen buildup in their bloodstream, which can lead to decompression sickness. Marcin was aware of these dangers, his every move calculated and precise. As the team completed their objectives and began their ascent, Marcin seemed composed. He stayed close to the dive line, methodically navigating through the narrow corridors. At approximately 4:30 p.m., something changed. As the team approached a section near the cave's exit, Marcin suddenly veered away from the dive line. He swam upward into a tight crevice, a space so narrow that even side-mount divers would struggle to fit. His movements were rapid and erratic, unlike the deliberate precision he was known for. The other divers, noticing his deviation, attempted to signal him using their dive lights. They flashed beams in his direction, a universal underwater signal for stop. When light signals failed, they tried touch communication, tapping him gently to regain his attention. But Marcin's responses were inconsistent and increasingly frantic. He pushed further into the crevice, his body twisting to navigate the restrictive space. Panic rippled through the team as they realized something was wrong. Unbeknownst to the team, Marcin was suffering from a cerebral arterial gas embolism. This condition, caused by rapid ascent and subsequent gas expansion in the bloodstream, disrupts blood flow to the brain. Within seconds, the embolism can cause disorientation, confusion, and even blindness or paralysis. Marcin's behavior, a sudden departure from the dive line, and his irrational decision to enter the crevice, was likely the result of his deteriorating mental state. He was no longer thinking clearly, and his actions became increasingly erratic as the embolism took hold. Safety divers, stationed nearby and equipped with additional gas cylinders, watched helplessly as Marcin wedged himself deeper into the crevice. His movements were erratic, and attempts to communicate with him were met with no clear response. 5 minutes passed. Despite their efforts to reach him, Marcin's regulator was no longer in use. Divers realized that he had likely lost consciousness. The situation was dire, but the narrow confines of the crevice made reaching him nearly impossible. The team immediately signaled for the surface rescue crew, who were on standby. Every second counted, but underwater rescues are slow by necessity, with divers unable to move too quickly without risking their own safety. When the rescue diver finally reached Marcin, it was too late. His body was unresponsive, his tanks still half full, and his equipment functioning properly. The embolism had caused him to drown in the tide just before 5 p.m. The recovery team was somber as they emerged from the water, their faces heavy with grief. They had done everything possible, but the unpredictability of an embolism had taken Marcin from them in a matter of minutes. In their post-incident statement, the KUR team acknowledged the unpredictable nature of embolisms and the importance of adhering to safety protocols. They emphasized that Marcin's decision to enter the crevice was not a deliberate act, but a tragic consequence of his medical condition. His final dive, though tragic, highlighted the profound respect required for the underwater world, a realm of both breathtaking beauty and unforgiving peril. It was February 12th, 2011. Winter was starting to loosen its grip, but the air still carried that sharp, biting chill. 10 students from the University of Florida had set out for an adventure. They were a tight-knit group, always seeking thrills together. Rock climbing, diving, you name it. But this time, they had their sights on something different. Ellison's Cave. Now, if you don't know Ellison's Cave, let me paint a picture for you. It's a colossal underground wonder in Georgia's Pigeon Mountain, with depths plunging over 1,000 feet. Its fantastic pit is infamous a sheer 586-foot drop that's both breathtaking and terrifying. For these students, though, it was an irresistible challenge. Leading the group was Grant Lackenbach, a bright, spirited 20-year-old who was days away from his birthday. He and his best friend Michael were the kind of guys who thrived on adrenaline. They were excited, maybe a little too much so. You see, they didn't exactly come prepared for the harsh conditions. Wearing just shorts and t-shirts, they underestimated how brutal this cave could be, especially in winter. The group arrived in Georgia the night before, crashing at a hotel near the mountain. By morning, they were ready to tackle the cave. They left their phones behind, a decision that would haunt them later, packed their gear, and started the climb to Ellison's Cave. As they ascended, the cold seeped in, but they brushed it off, eager to dive into the adventure. The cave's entrance was narrow, almost unassuming, but it led to a labyrinth of awe-inspiring chambers and pits. The plan was simple: explore for a bit and head back out. But fate had other plans. At some point, one of their backpacks slipped and tumbled into a pit called the Warm-Up Pit. It's a vertical drop of about 125 feet. Not as deep as the Fantastic Pit, but still incredibly dangerous. The pit was near a waterfall, and the air around it was frigid, like stepping into a freezer. But that backpack had essential supplies, so they decided it was worth retrieving. Grant was the first to go down. He insisted, said he could handle it. That's just who he was, the kind of guy who'd step up when something needed doing. He had no way of knowing what was waiting for him down there. As he started his descent, everything seemed fine at first. His friends above kept shouting encouragements, but the deeper he went, the colder it got. Icy spray from the nearby waterfall began hitting him, soaking through his clothes and chilling him to the bone. The roar of the water grew louder, so loud that even shouting became useless. And then, halfway down, disaster. The rope jammed or froze. No one's sure exactly what happened, but it stopped moving. Grant was stuck, hanging there in the freezing air, the waterfall's spray now pouring over him. He called out, trying to sound calm, but you could hear the panic in his voice. His shivering grew violent. His hands were too numb to grip properly. The cold wasn't just uncomfortable, it was eating away at him, stealing his strength. Above, his friends froze, realizing something was terribly wrong. They shouted down, but the roar of the waterfall drowned out most of their words. That's when Michael made his decision. He couldn't stand it anymore. He saw his best friend dangling there, helpless, and he couldn't just watch. Without hesitation, he grabbed the same rope and started down. Michael was in a hurry, too much of a hurry. The cold hit him fast, but he pushed through, desperate to reach Grant. When he finally got there, what he saw was horrifying. Grant wasn't moving much anymore. His hands fumbled uselessly at the rope, and his voice was weak, slurred. The cold had him in its grip, and it wasn't letting go. Michael tried to help, but the waterfall wasn't going to make it easy. The spray drenched them both, turning the rope into a slick, icy snake that refused to cooperate. Michael struggled to untangle Grant, his own fingers stiffening with the cold. And then, just like Grant, the rope trapped Michael too. He was stuck. Now both of them were dangling there, side by side, completely at the mercy of the cave. The waterfall pounded down, its freezing spray soaking them through, numbing their bodies and minds. They tried calling out, but their voices were faint, strangled by the cold and the roar of the water. Above, their friends were frantic. They shouted encouragements, begged the boys to hang on, but the minutes dragged on and their voices got no answer. Below, the cold wasn't just uncomfortable anymore, it was lethal. Grant was slipping away, his movements slowing until he was barely twitching. Michael too started to fade, his breath shallow and his words slurred as hypothermia set in. Can you imagine what that must have felt like? The cold so intense it feels like knives piercing your skin, the weight of the rope digging into your body, the helplessness of knowing you're trapped and there's nothing you can do. And worse, knowing your best friend is right there, suffering the same fate, and you can't save him. Realizing they needed help, some of the group scrambled back to their cars, retrieved their phones, and called for rescue. Their friends were desperate, but by the time the help arrived, it was too late. The rescuers found them hanging there, lifeless. When you think about it, all they could see was that rope, silent, unmoving, holding two young men who had so much life left to live. It's a pain that doesn't go away, no matter how much time passes. The rescuers faced an agonizing 6-hour operation to recover them. When they finally emerged, the scene was one of unspeakable grief. This story stays with them, not just because of its tragedy, but because it being a reminder of how fragile life is and how a single misstep can change everything. Grant and Michael were brave, no doubt about it. But even the bravest among us are no match for nature's unforgiving might. It was February 1994, somewhere on a Caribbean island, surrounded by warm beaches, endless blue skies, and the kind of peace you only get on vacation. David Parks and his buddy Jerry were living that dream on vacation and were full of that carefree energy. That's when they heard from locals about a deep, mysterious cave with a pool inside. The kind of thing you don't think twice about exploring when you're in paradise. They weren't experienced cavers or divers, but that didn't seem to matter to them. They grabbed snorkeling gear, a couple of diving lights, and went off chasing adventure. When they found the cave, it was more intimidating than they'd expected. A vertical shaft, 70 feet straight down. But they didn't hesitate. Carefully, they climbed down, gripping the damp walls, each step taking them further into the dark unknown. At the bottom, the space opened into a chamber. In the middle of the chamber was the pool they'd been told about. It looked calm, but it had that spooky stillness that comes with deep, dark water. What they didn't know was that this pool was connected to narrow underwater tunnels, passages that threaded through the cave with only small air pockets scattered along the way. But to them, this was exciting. They slipped into the water, the cold shocking their skin as they adjusted. With their light slicing through the darkness, they swam into the first tunnel, surfacing now and then to catch their breath in the air pockets. The passages were narrow, the walls closing in uncomfortably as they made their way forward. After some time, they surfaced in a larger cavern. This new room felt massive compared to the tight spaces they'd just come through. There was a small rock ledge where they could rest, and for a moment, they just sat there, catching their breath and taking it all in. But then it hit them. They were deep inside the cave, far from any easy exit. It was time to head back. David took the lead. At first, everything seemed fine as they swam through the murky water. But then, things took a turn. Their movement kicked up silt from the bottom, turning the water from clear to a thick, milky mess. Visibility dropped to 0 in seconds. It was like trying to find your way through a blizzard with no landmarks. Somewhere in the chaos, David lost Jerry. He turned, trying to find him, but it was useless. Worse, he lost his sense of direction entirely. The tunnels all looked the same now, and the silt made it impossible to tell which way was out. Panic started to creep in, his chest tightening as his lungs began to burn. David realized he was swimming deeper into the cave instead of out. He couldn't see anything, couldn't breathe, and the silence underwater was deafening. Just when he thought he couldn't hold his breath any longer, his hand broke the surface of an air pocket. He shot up too fast, smashing his head into a stalactite. The pain was sharp, but he barely noticed. It was overshadowed by the sheer relief of being able to breathe again. The air pocket was small, the ceiling pressing down on him like a coffin lid. He clung to a narrow rock shelf, gasping for breath, the stale air filling his lungs. He could feel the weight of the cave above him, and the silence in that pocket was crushing. Every second he stayed there felt like a countdown to the end. Meanwhile, Jerry had made it back to the entrance. He surfaced and waited, expecting David to follow, but minutes passed, then more. Panic set in. He started shouting into the water, shining his dive light into the tunnel, hoping for any sign of movement. Back in the air pocket, David knew he couldn't stay there much longer. The air wasn't clean, and he was running out of options. He put his mask back on and submerged himself, turning off his light. Maybe, just maybe, he could spot a glimmer of Jerry's light through the murk, and then he saw it. a faint glow, so dim it was barely there. But it was something. Taking the deepest breath he could, he pushed off the rock shelf and swam toward it. His lungs screamed for air as he moved, his body on the edge of giving out. Finally, his head broke the surface, and he was greeted by the blinding beam of Jerry's dive light. He'd made it. Exhausted, shaking, and gasping for breath, he clung to the edge of the pool as Jerry pulled him out. They climbed out of the water and back up the shaft, the weight of what had just happened sinking in with every step. When they finally emerged into the sunlight, it felt like breaking free from a nightmare. Later, they shared the story with experienced divers, who told them just how lucky they'd been. Those air pockets they'd relied on, they don't always contain breathable air, and that silt they stirred up, it could have stayed suspended for days, making it impossible to find the way out. David and Jerry had survived, but they knew it could have gone the other way so easily. That cave had almost claimed them, and it left them with a lesson they'd never forget. The earth doesn't care about your plans. If you're not prepared, it will swallow you whole. On August 4th, 2006, Emily Bacon went on a trip to Glade Cave in Virginia with her Girl Scout troop, which was supposed to be the highlight of a week-long camp. Everyone had been properly briefed, equipped, and supervised. Safety was the top priority, but even the best plans can't account for everything, as Emily would soon find out that well-prepared adventures can take a dangerous turn in no time. The entrance to Glade Cave wasn't imposing, just a small gap in the rocky hillside. As the group descended, the passage narrowed, requiring some belly crawling to navigate. This section wasn't overly tight, but it forced everyone to shuffle along carefully. Emily was toward the middle of the group, cautiously working her way down a slight slope in the passage. She reached a spot where two large boulders formed a natural obstacle, wedged tightly together. The passage sloped upward just slightly here, making the footing tricky. One counselor was ahead, guiding the group through, while others offered encouragement from behind. Emily moved to slide down past the top boulder. As she made contact with it, the rock shifted. It started as nothing more than a faint scrape, stone against stone. At first, it barely registered, but something about it sent a jolt of unease through her. She paused, her breath catching in her throat, heart pounding like a warning drum. Still, she pressed on, inching forward. That's when it happened. Without warning, the boulder above her shifted violently, slamming downward. The one below followed, crushing any hope of escape. The impact was brutal, jarring her entire body. The sharp edge of the upper rock tore into her side, pinning her in place. Worse still, her chin got wedged painfully between the lower boulder and the unyielding ceiling of the narrow passage. She was trapped, and the realization hit like a second blow. It hit her like a shock, a numbing disbelief that froze her in place for a split second. Then came the pain, sharp and unforgiving, as if her entire right side was being crushed under the jagged edges of the boulders. Each shallow breath felt like a stab, sending waves of agony through her chest. She instinctively tried to shift, to free herself, but the rocks wouldn't budge. What had been a tight but manageable crawl just moments earlier now felt like a vice, squeezing tighter with every passing second. There was no room to move, no way to escape. The others quickly realized what had happened. A counselor scrambled back to her and assessed the situation. Emily was completely stuck, her right arm pinned, her torso compressed by the weight of the boulders, and her head wedged uncomfortably. Her legs were free, but the angle of the passage made it impossible for her to push herself out. She was trapped. The group tried to free her, but every attempt to shift the boulders seemed to make things worse. One counselor left immediately to seek help, climbing back through the cave's narrow passages to call for rescue. The others stayed with Emily, covering her with blankets and doing their best to keep her calm. They talked to her constantly, reassuring her that help was on the way. But Emily's pain was undeniable, and the weight pressing on her side made it hard to breathe. Several squads, including the Mount Solon Volunteer Rescue Squad, came prepared with specialized equipment for cave rescues. The passage leading to Emily was already tight, but with the boulders shifted into place, it had become a nearly impassable choke point. The rescuers had to approach methodically, carefully maneuvering their tools through the confined space. The first challenge was stabilizing the boulders. If they shifted any further, Emily could be crushed. The team used inflatable air bladders to create enough space to work without dislodging the rocks. Once the area was secure, They began chiseling away at the upper boulder. The rescuers took turns, the sharp clang of metal on rock echoing through the cave. Emily's condition was deteriorating. The pressure on her side was cutting off circulation, and the awkward angle of her body was putting strain on her neck and back. She was in excruciating pain. One rescuer likened her position to being wedged inside a stone coffin, unable to move, barely able to breathe. After hours of chiseling, the upper boulder was finally broken into smaller, more manageable pieces. The team used hooks and ropes to move the fragments out of the way. Each piece removed brought a small measure of relief, but the lower boulder still pinned Emily's head, its sharp edge cutting into her flesh. With the upper boulder gone, the team began digging around the lower rock, using hand tools to chip away at
It's going near right there, though, middle pocket. Put an 8-ball left. I'm a real shooter, chat. I'm looking for the 8-ball. There you go. Swapping knives. I'm gonna go knock down. I got a couple shots to knock down. Damn, I forgot this table. Combination. Combination, chat.
Enemy hunters were taken out. You're in the clear.
Hey, what?
Venturing into dark, uncharted caverns. The idea of being one of the first humans to set foot in a cave, untouched for millennia, was irresistible. They arrived at the cave in the late afternoon. It was a modest, unassuming opening in the rocky terrain, partially obscured by loose rubble. The sun was low, so they knew they didn't have much time before nightfall, but decided they could at least get a look inside. Burke volunteered to go first. He was lean and had more experience with tight squeezes, so he thought he could navigate the narrow opening without much trouble. It further led to a downward shaft that eventually opened to a vast network of tunnels. As Burke worked his way down, a cascade of small stones tumbled loose, causing the two men to pause. This wasn't unusual. Caving often involves unstable ground, but the rocks didn't stop. A moment later, a loud crack echoed through the air as the ground shifted. Before Burke could react, 3 large rocks dislodged and slammed down into the hole behind him. The air filled with dust, choking the narrow passage. Burke instinctively pressed himself against the cramped walls of the cave as the rocks crashed down, missing him by mere inches. He could feel the vibration of the impact through the stone, the sound reverberating in the small space. For a terrifying moment, he thought the entire entrance would cave in and bury him alive. When the dust settled, Burke found himself immobilized. The massive rocks that had sealed the passage and left no room to escape. He was trapped in a tight, damp space, in a sitting position, with back against the cave wall and one of the 3 boulders just a few centimeters away from his face. His heart pounded as he assessed his situation. Miraculously, despite the violence of the collapse, he was unscathed. The rocks had fallen just a few inches enough away to spare him, a stroke of fortune he wouldn't fully grasp until later. For a moment, Stockton stood frozen, staring at the blocked entrance in disbelief. Then, adrenaline kicked in. He dropped to his knees and began clawing at the rubble, pulling away smaller rocks to assess the situation. He called out Burke, hoping for a response. A muffled voice came through after a tense few seconds, telling him he's unharmed. Hearing that Burke was uninjured was a relief, but the situation was dire. Burke might be alive and unharmed for now, but the way out was completely blocked, and any further movement of the unstable debris could spell disaster, crushing him. The race to save his friend had begun. Stockton quickly got to work, using his hands and whatever tools he had to create an opening. He managed to clear a hole just big enough to pass sound through, 6 inches by 12 inches. Through it, they could communicate. Burke assured Stockton that he wasn't hurt, but he couldn't move in the tight space. The air was damp and cool, and he'd started to feel the chill creeping in. Stockton knew he couldn't free Burke alone. The rocks blocking the passage were too large to move without equipment, and there was no way to ensure the remaining debris wouldn't collapse further. Thinking quickly, Stockton found some tree branches nearby, and used them to stabilize the precarious rocks above the entrance. The last thing they needed was another collapse. He promised Burke he would get help, and set off for the Dark Canyon Lookout Tower, hiking as fast as he could over the rugged terrain. The hike was grueling, the evening air cold and sharp, but Stockton pressed on, determined to save his friend. By the time he reached help, night had fallen. The search and rescue team assessed the situation and made a critical decision. Attempting a rescue in the dark would be risky. The entrance was unstable, and rushing to act could put rescuers in harm's way. They decided to wait until morning, when conditions would be safer. Still, Stockton couldn't bear the thought of leaving Burke alone in the cold all night. He gathered a small team of volunteers and essential supplies, food, water, blankets, and they began the trek back to the cave. The hike took 2 hours through uneven, rocky terrain. By midnight, they reached the entrance. Using a long stick, they carefully pushed the supplies through the small opening Stockton had made earlier. Burke was grateful for the provisions and reported that he was cold, but otherwise in good spirits. The team stayed near the entrance, keeping watch through the night. All they could do now was wait for daylight and the arrival of more help. At first light on April 19th, the main rescue operation began. About 30 people, a mix of volunteer cavers and trained rescuers, gathered at the site. The team carefully evaluated the situation, deciding that shoring, the process of reinforcing the walls of the cave, was unnecessary. However, the effort to remove the blockage would be no small task. The massive boulders, each weighing over 300 pounds, stood between Burke and freedom. The rescuers began by clearing away the smaller rocks by hand, slowly widening the entrance. It was tedious, back-breaking work, but everyone was focused on the goal. The larger boulders required a combination of ingenuity and brute strength. Using bolt anchors, a come-along, a hand-operated winch, and sheer muscle power, they managed to move the first boulder out of the way. The second boulder proved even more stubborn. Every shift of the rock threatened to destabilize the surrounding debris, and the team had to proceed with extreme caution. Hours passed as they inched it free. The wind picked up, with gusts reaching 50 miles per hour, adding another layer of difficulty. A National Guard helicopter that had been on standby was called off due to the weather, leaving the rescuers entirely on their own. By late morning, the final obstacle was removed. Stockton was at the front of the group when Burke finally emerged from the darkness, blinking against the bright sunlight. He was covered in dirt and visibly exhausted, but unharmed. Cheers and relieved smiles spread through the group. The ordeal had lasted nearly 20 hours, but Burke was safe. The rescue team helped Burke gather his strength, and together they began the 2-hour hike back to the Dark Canyon Lookout Tower. Despite their fatigue, the sense of accomplishment buoyed their spirits. By 4:30 p.m., the last of the rescuers had packed up and headed home. For Stockton and Burke, the experience was a wake-up call. Lost Fossil Cave may not have claimed a life that day, but it left a lasting mark on everyone involved. On March 13, 2007, Christopher Peak, 27, and 3 companions, including his brother, descended into Turtle Graveyard Cave at 10:15 p.m. for what they believed would be a straightforward exploration. The group brought minimal equipment, 2 flashlights and a couple of chemical lights, and relied on an old 1-inch diameter rope for the vertical descent into the cave. The rope, visibly worn and laid dry from years of use, was their only means of access to the cave's lower chambers. As the group prepared to descend, no one questioned the condition of the rope. It had been used countless times before, even for pulling heavy loads like cars, and its frailty went unnoticed or ignored. Christopher, ready to make his descent, took hold of the rope. Without a helmet, harness, or belay system, he relied solely on his grip and the rope's integrity to guide him down. He moved steadily, hand over hand, into the dimly lit shaft below. From above, Christopher's brother kept a close eye on the rope. As Christopher descended further, the tension caused the fibers to stretch unnaturally thin. The frayed strands began to separate, their weakness now impossible to ignore. His brother shouted down to him, warning him that the rope would snap at any time. Hearing the panic from above, Christopher instinctively tried to speed up his descent, gripping the rope tightly and moving faster than before. Each sudden movement sent shocks through the overstressed rope. The fibers started straining under the weight, making it stretch dangerously. But before Christopher could react, the inevitable happened. Halfway through his descent, the rope suddenly gave way with an audible snap. Dry-rotted and brittle, it could no longer bear Christopher's weight. He plunged between 30 and 50 feet, hitting a rocky ledge with a sickening thud. The impact sent him spinning into another free fall, this time dropping another 30 feet. Below, he struck the ground head first, his skull slamming into the unforgiving rock. His body crumpled in a heap. For a moment, everything was silent. Then came shallow, irregular breaths as Christopher drifted in and out of consciousness. Above, his friends and brother were paralyzed with shock. His brother shouted, leaning over the edge, his flashlight beam trembling in his hands. Far below, Christopher groaned but couldn't respond back properly. The group quickly realized they were in an impossible situation. With no other rope or vertical gear, there was no way to descend safely to Christopher. As he drifted in and out of his consciousness, his cries of pain grew louder, begging them to save him. From the dim light above, they could see him writhing in agony. His movements weren't normal. His brother, overcome with emotion, began to climb down using his bare hands, ignoring the warnings of his friends. They grabbed his arms, pulling him back and telling him that it's dangerous. Doing that, he would risk falling down and injuring himself as well. Tears streamed down his brother's face as he reluctantly agreed. Realizing that the time in hand was short, one of the group members on the surface sprinted out of the cave to seek assistance. The others, still shaken, remained in the cave, calling out to Christopher and shining their limited light sources into the darkness. Emergency responders arrived in force, including teams from the Paulette Volunteer Fire Department, Maynardville Fire Department, and Knoxville Volunteer Rescue Squad. Rescue crews immediately assessed the situation and began assembling a vertical raise system. Inside the cave, Christopher's condition was worsening. By now, it was well past midnight, and the frigid cave air compounded the urgency of the rescue. Rescue teams began setting up a vertical raise system to safely extract Christopher. The broken rope still dangled limply from above. It was obvious to the seasoned rescuers that the rope had been severely compromised long before the group's ill-prepared descent. With no reliable rope left, the team had to rig a new system from scratch. Hours passed as they carefully navigated the vertical shaft. their every movement calculated to avoid further risk. By the time rescuers reached Christopher, he was barely conscious. Blood loss and shock had taken their toll. His head injury was severe and his breathing was labored. Despite his critical condition, he had survived the fall. They stabilized him as best they could and began the arduous task of lifting him to safety. After hours of careful maneuvering, Christopher was lifted out of the cave and airlifted to a nearby hospital. His condition was critical, with severe head trauma and multiple fractures. The others still inside the cave were assisted out by rescue teams, shaken but uninjured. As the rescuers packed up their gear, one veteran member of the team remarked on the group's glaring oversight. That rope was used for pulling cars. They used it for everything. You have to treat your ropes with respect. Your life hangs on the rope's integrity. It took Christopher months to recover fully, with a lot of medical care and therapy. The experience left him with lasting memories and scars. This story takes place in the Nutty Putty Cave, but it's not about John Jones. For years, Nutty Putty, with its tight tunnels and twisting passageways, lured thrill seekers, promising excitement and the ultimate test of endurance. But it also carried a grim reputation, a ticking clock waiting for tragedy to strike. It was 2009 when the cave finally claimed its most infamous victim, John Edward Jones. That day marked the end of Nutty Putty as an adventurer's playground. Authorities decided to seal the cave for good, saying enough was enough. But John's was not the first close call. Let's go back 10 years. On 28th July 1999, two teenagers, Chris Hales and Chris Morrow, nearly met the same fate. They were just 17, full of life, and eager to make memories during their last summer before high school graduation. Their plan? Drive 70 miles south of Salt Lake City with a group of friends, set up camp, and dive into Nutty Putty Cave the next morning. It was meant to be a fun, harmless adventure. The night before, the group camped under the stars, sharing laughs, stories, and the kind of unspoken excitement that comes when you're standing on the edge of something unknown. By morning, they were ready. At 9 a.m., they stepped into the cold, damp darkness of Nutty Putty. At first, it was thrilling, crawling through narrow passages, squeezing through crevices, and marveling at the strange, alien-like beauty of the cave's formations. But then Morrow and Hales decided to break off from the group. They wanted a challenge. They headed toward a section called the Birth Canal, infamous for its tight, unforgiving spaces. Here's where things took a wrong turn, like literally. Morrow led the way, belly crawling through the tiny passageway, sucking in his stomach to squeeze through the gaps. Hales followed close behind. But Morrow made a critical error. He veered into the wrong tunnel, one that sloped downward and narrowed as it went. At first, he didn't realize his mistake. He kept pushing forward, head first, until the walls of the tunnel began to press in on him. Then it hit him. He was stuck. Panic set in. Morrow shouted back to Hales, warning him not to follow, but it was too late. Hales, now crawling downward and upside down, found himself lodged as well. Both boys were trapped, unable to move forward or backward. Their screams echoed through the cave. Luckily, their friends heard them and scrambled back to the surface to call for help. Within an hour, a team of about 40 rescuers arrived. They brought ropes, tools, and, most importantly, hope. While the rescue operation got underway, Morrow and Hales clung to their wits. Friends crawled back to them, offering water and snacks, trying to keep their spirits up. The boys joked, prayed, and did everything they could to stay calm. It wasn't easy. The weight of the earth pressing down on them was suffocating, not just physically, but mentally. Outside the cave, Morrow's mother had arrived. The look on her face said everything: fear, helplessness, a mother's desperate hope that this wouldn't be the day she lost her son. Inside, rescuers worked tirelessly. The plan was simple in theory, but brutal in execution. Tie ropes around their feet and pull. The team first focused on Hales. Hours passed as they carefully maneuvered ropes, adjusting and testing, trying not to cause further injury. At last, around 10:30 p.m., after more than 12 hours of being wedged in that hellish tunnel, Hales was free. The clock kept ticking for Morrow. Rescuers knew time wasn't on their side, but they refused to give up. Slowly, carefully, they inched him out. Finally, in the early hours of the morning, Morrow emerged from the cave, battered and bruised, but alive. Both boys were lucky. Their injuries were minor, just scrapes and bruises. Remarkably, they even managed to laugh about it afterward, calling it a story they'd never forget. Morrow unbelievably returned to Nutty Putty twice more before it was sealed in 2009. He even revisited the spot where he'd been stuck, this time making it out unscathed. But the cave didn't always offer second chances. When John Jones became trapped in an eerily similar situation a decade later, the outcome wasn't the same. His death was the breaking point. Nutty Putty's dangerous allure had cost too much. Authorities sealed it shut, forever entombing the risks and memories within. For those who survived it, Nutty Putty was a test of courage and endurance. For those who didn't, it became a haunting reminder of nature's unforgiving side. It was Memorial Day weekend, 1980. A team from the Motherlode Grotto set out to explore Church Cave in Kings Canyon National Park. The group, Dave Cowan, Paul Graves, Jack Espina, Bob Pine, and Eric Popoff, was experienced, maybe even a little overconfident. They weren't rookies. They knew what they were doing. But let me tell you, no amount of preparation can match what nature throws at you sometimes. They started their trek in the morning, hiking up steep, rugged paths through thick pine forests. The kind of trail where every step feels like work, and you have to watch your footing, because one wrong step means twisting an ankle. But spirits were high. You know how it is. Laughing, joking, taking in the beauty of the day, and imagining the adventure waiting underground. By the time they reached Church Cave around 9:30 a.m., their excitement was electric. Descending into the cave, they felt that rush you only get when you step into a world that doesn't feel like it should exist. The air gets cooler, dampness clings to your skin, and the sound of your breath echoes back at you. They rappelled down into the first section, their lights casting eerie shapes on the walls. They found themselves in a chamber, a tight space, the kind that makes you feel like the earth is giving you a hug, but not the comforting kind. The walls seemed to press in, and the stillness was almost deafening. And that's when it happened. A deep rumble. It wasn't like anything they'd felt before. The ground beneath them shuddered, and the cave roared like a living thing. A 6.0 earthquake had struck. Can't imagine the terror they must have felt, clinging to the walls as the world around them shifted. Dust filled the air, rocks loosened and tumbled, and the ceiling creaked like it was considering coming down altogether. When the shaking finally stopped, there was this moment of eerie silence. I bet their hearts were pounding out of their chests. They were alive, but they weren't out of danger. Not by a long shot. They knew they had to get out. The cave could collapse at any moment, and aftershocks were practically guaranteed. As they started their climb back toward the entrance, the situation went from bad to worse. Barely 20 minutes later, a 5.7 aftershock hit. The ground groaned, and rocks from the canyon above began raining down. You've probably felt earthquakes before, but let me tell you, being underground during one is an entirely different beast. Every vibration feels amplified. Reaching a section as the torture chamber. If a part of a cave has a name like that, you know it's not going to be fun. This was a steep, narrow chute they'd climbed down earlier, but now they had to go up. It was slow, careful work. One by one, they started the ascent. Jack Espina was leading the climb when the worst happened. Another massive quake, a second 6.0, hit. The cave came alive again, shaking violently. Jack lost his grip and fell, slamming into the rock as he slid back down the chute. He came to a sudden stop, wedged tightly between two boulders. Meanwhile, the rest of the group was fighting to stay upright as the quake rattled the cave. Dust and pebbles poured down like a waterfall. Jack was screaming, his voice echoing through the chamber. Trapped, unable to move, and surrounded by chaos, he struggled to free himself, panic taking over as the rumbling continued. Pebbles and dirt cascaded